Hello and welcome to my channel and site. Today I have an interesting product from Helinox brand. The title of this post, which I am using here to show the product, is Helinox Tactical Cot Tent Mesh Fabric and Fly, which means three separate things, and you will see what this is about. Helinox is a brand that belongs to the same company which is behind the DAC poles or DAC poles, the South Korean, globally known, I would say the best possible that you will have for tent poles. And this brand, this company has started making outdoor furniture like camping cots, chairs, tables, tents, and now they also make cot tents. So if you are not familiar with this terminology, cot tent is a tent that sits on a cot. So it is attached to a cot, and here is one of the products that are in the focus of this video. So this is what they called Helinox Tactical Cot Tent Mesh. It's easy to understand why they use the word mesh, because as you see, canopy is mostly mesh. But there is also another variant of this, Helinox Tactical Cot Tent Fabric, and this is it, again without the cot. So the canopy and the frame, this is the what this name includes. As you see, canopy here is basically all taffeta. This is a breathable taffeta, and both versions have huge doors on the two sides. These doors can be unzipped all the way around. Only this part remains attached, and then you can roll them and put in the pocket which is next to the door. Inside you have also several pockets, other pockets to keep your gear at hand. The zipper pulls are really nicely done. You have double inside, outside, and also dual direction, so you can open it in any direction. And here you can see how the poles attach to each other. All these elements are high quality, and they are actually made by the brand itself. So the poles are DAC, the best that you can find. This is aluminum alloy, and also these hub elements are nylon, made by the brand itself. The frame or the tent cot attaches to the tent. I will show you here, there are small pockets. This is the cot from the underside. So there are small pockets in the corner of the tent where the tent attaches to the cot, and there are also some straps that you use to attach it to the cot's frame. On the other hand, the tent itself, the frame of the cot attaches to the tent itself through something that looks like grommets in the corners, like grommets in standard tents. And then on the canopy you have such clips. You can see them more clearly here. Regarding the fabric, this is different in two versions. So in the Tactical Cot Tent Fabric, official name, the material is 70D nylon ripstop. In the case of mesh version, this is 40D polyester hexagon mesh. They write that the floor in both versions is the same, so this is 70D nylon, and it is with PU coating, but it's interesting, they don't give actually the waterproof rating. The same is with the Fly, you will see later. There are also stakes, 4 of them included, so you can use this shelter, which is just a canopy and not waterproof. You can use it on the ground to enjoy sleeping under the star if there is no rain, or you can use it under a tarp, or under or inside any larger tent. If you use it on a cot, then they have several of these cots that can accommodate this tent sitting on it. Almost all of them are presented in my site, and I give here links in this post, so you can follow the link below the video and come and read about each of them. So cots are sold separately, and again these two versions are sold separately, so it depends on you which of them you want to buy. This depends on, of course, on the climate and weather conditions where you plan to camp. Now, if you want to use it as a tent for off-ground sleeping, of course you will need a fly, and of course they sell it separately. This is Helinox Tactical Cot Tent Solo Fly. This is official name, and this is how it looks when it is attached on the previously shown canopy with its frame and with the cot. So you see the fly goes all the way down to the ground, and here you can see it even better. The fly creates two huge vestibules, so on each side you have vestibules, and you can open them in various ways. As you see here, it is partly open, so you can still keep some gear here under this flap, but as you see there are also huge areas on the sides of the cot, on the narrow sides of the cot, and of course on the opposite side where you have yet another vestibule. But observe also that you have huge area and volume underneath the cot, so a lot of gear can be placed there. In the following picture you can see how this fly looks when it is attached to a lower cot from Helinox. So you see the fly extends a bit more around the cot. You have less space to the ground, I mean between the cot within the bed deck and the ground, but you can still put a lot of stuff underneath the cot and of course underneath the fly itself, because you still have all these areas, vestibules and so on. And here is the front view when the flap on one side, the vestibule flap, is completely rolled and attached to the roof. You see you still have huge area around for storage, and you have view on this side. So with these vestibules you can regulate ventilation, privacy, of course. In the camp you can put open one part or close another part and so on. The fly is massive, it goes all the way to the ground, and they have of course added vents, so no problem. Even if you have to close everything, you will always have air circulation from the ground, but then it's necessary to have some opening on the fly to allow vapor to escape, and of course they have added it. You see this is the vent with the usual stiffener. This is something that you would have in standard well-made tents as well. So now about the best use. As I mentioned, you can use this cot tent as a ground tent without fly. This can be inside of another tent. It can be actually inside of this huge shelter that they make. This is again Helinox, and this is just the shell. There is no inner tent here, and there is no floor. So you can put such a structure. You see this one, you can put without the cot on the ground in this shelter, or you can use it with the cot itself. So you can use it any way you want. Now, if you use it as a separate tent for outdoor sleeping, of course, then you will need fly as well. In this picture, you can see how you can create also an awning with one of the flaps on one side. Of course, these poles are not included. You can use your trekking poles and one pair of extra cords to stake it to the ground. Now, regarding the dimensions, this is not the best side of this design. The dimensions is determined by the cot, if you use it on a cot, but actually the floor of the tent itself is designed to fit on such a cot, so it is predetermined. It is 75 inches length, or 190 centimeters. So if you are a tall person, this is definitely not for you. But here in the site I have many other options. Some of them are much longer. So I suggest that you follow the link below the video and check links from here in the text. Regarding the weight capacity, again, this is determined by the cot, if you use this canopy and tent on the cot. And for example, if you take this Helinox tactical cot, which is presented here in the site, its weight capacity is 320 pounds or 145 kilograms, so this will work for many people. Regarding the weight, I give here all the numbers for the mesh version, fabric version. As you see, it is 1.6 kilograms, 1.8, but then if you use a fly, it is 1.5 kilograms. So you see it's around 3 kilograms more fly and the canopy with the frame. Backpack portable, yes, but it's not lightweight. Now if you use also cot, the cot itself adds, you see here, I can give you the number for the cot. It is 2.3 kilograms. So everything together, it's too heavy to be carried anywhere. So this is for car camping. You can perhaps also transport it on a motorbike or even on a bicycle. My rating is given here in the post. It's not so easy to rate it properly because they sell separate elements, and you have to calculate the weight and the packed size of all of them together. But still, it is quite high, as you see. If you compare with some other cot tents that I have here in the site, you will see that it is quite light. For example, the capacity is good. The packed size is perhaps not so great, but it is really high quality. You have full protection and it's versatile. And the negative side is that it is all very expensive. If you add all these elements together, then it's a lot of money. And of course, one detail that I don't like is that they don't sell it as a complete product, so you have to order elements separately. Is it good or bad? Well, maybe some people will find it actually convenient, because if you have they mentioned a tent from Helinox, this one, then of course you don't need perhaps cot. You can use the inner tent only for protection against insects, but you can also of course order a cot, or perhaps if you already have Helinox cot, you can now order this separate element and have a cot tent. So it depends on what you already have and what your intentions are with this product. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a like if you find this presentation useful, and follow the link below the video. Again, you can come here to the site and read all this in detail, and follow the links from here to read about the cots that are necessary for such cot tents. So thank you for watching and see you next time.